So it's my pleasure to be here. I'm most honored to be invited to participate in this international conference on energy transition. I must say that really it's in so many places in the world. It's the first time I'm in Trondheim, and I thank for that. And I would dare to say, if it wasn't for Portugal, Norway would be my preferred country. So and believe me, I've been in many places, even in Norfolk, so it's a fantastic country. So my talk today, it's a little bit tackling some points that were tackled before. I must deal with this. I would like to share some reflections with you. It's, first of all, it's our energy system, in particular the electric energy system, where we all want to go if we want a clean energy system. It's the same we had in the transmission system when it was a vertical one. So, and now we need to move, as we've seen before, to a well below 2 degree scenario. And we need a lot of clean energy in the system, in this old system. So we need a massive introduction of renewable energy and energy efficiency. So, and the more clean energy is deployed, the more it lowers the price of the power from any source. And yet, is this a problem? Maybe it is, maybe it is not. So we had this created some distortion in the market as the acceleration of policies, the need that the governments had to accelerate policies, led to a lot of subsidies in a bad juncture moment, because it was quietly related with the 2008 financial crisis and a lot of reduction in the consumption. So, noble reasons, but bad juncture. And yet, we need to, green power is intermittent, so we need to keep the power flowing, and we need to be backed by conventional plants so far. And at the same moment, renewable energy has a very low marginal costs, and the market prefers lower short-term costs, of course. So this is a problem, and how are we going to solve it? I think the world is thinking about that, and we've seen before a lot of measures done so far. And we need new rules to run the system, for sure. What's going on around the world? As we've seen, we have Mission Innovation that was launched by 22 leading EU countries after the COP21 Paris meeting. We have the Clean Energy Ministerial, which is very important to the high-level group to deploy and to develop new policies based on the creation of awareness in the market. We have the European Research Area supported by the H2020 program, which is the most important program on research and development of Europe so far. And we have very recently launched by Juncker, and as we already heard, Juncker management, the Energy Union towards a clean energy for all. We all hear about lots of innovation policies, and collaboration work is needed. And how within such diversity of incomes, how can we deal with this in the adequate and correct way? As we heard, we have the Mission Innovation Initiative, I think I would like to highlight from this picture 2 points. The first is that these mission innovation challenges engage ministries of energy, but not only ministries of energy, all other ministries, all other sectors that concur to the energy challenge. And you know that a lot of sectors have to do with clean technologies. We've heard about food and health, and they concur either being receiving the benefits or by contributing to the implementation of policies. And the other issue is that those 22 ministers, also the European Commission, want to double investments, research and innovation for the next 5 years, since 2015, COP21 Paris. So we don't understand very well where is the baseline, but they all committed, and also the European Commission, we must believe it is a firm decision. Mission innovation challenges are, cover the topics most important on the energy transition. Smart grids, we need intelligence, we need to put all together all the different way to deal with the system. Off-grid assets, we don't have growth without energy, and we need to bring energy to all for development. Carbon capture, sustainable biofuels, converting sunlight, clean energy materials, and affordable heating and cooling of buildings. Then we have also the Clean Energy Ministerial. This high-level global forum intends to promote synergies and share about practices. And here you have 2 examples: capacity development for renewable energy. It's a guide for capacity development, and the collaboration with EERA, the International Renewable Energy Agency, where that is producing the global atlas for renewable energy around the world, so that we can invest with good knowledge about the potential of different energy, renewable energy sources. Then we have, in this Clean Ministerial, we have, besides the capacity and global atlas for renewable energy, we have some focus. The super efficient equipments, electric vehicles initiative, and energy management, this on the demand side. Then system integration, and we have a commitment at the 21st Century Power Partnership within the countries that are involved in this Clean Energy Ministerial. We have the LEAP Awards, Global Lightning and Energy Access for All. And we have also the smart grids. It's not very clear there, but the smart grids initiative to deal with the system integration of all contributors to the system in an optimized way. We also have some cross-cutting issues, clean energy policies. This is Clean Energy Ministerial is a little bit compensates or collaborates with mission innovation, as one is focused on investment on energy, research and innovation, and this is more committed with developing with information about new policies and capacitation of all those that deal with energy issues, including ministers. Here we have the result of the Energy, Solar and Wind Atlas of EERA. I think we all have been contributing on this atlas, and some cross-cutting issues on clean energy policies, as I was saying, and also a cross-cutting issue I don't like very much to talk, but about committing women in clean energy. So there's next March in Beijing, we'll have the new Clean Energy Ministerial, the 8th, and this is a little bit like a meeting like this one we are having here today. We are talking about energy transition. I think this, the focus of this new Clean Energy Ministerial is the revolution that is going now, and what to do with all the inputs, the assets, the knowledge we have about mechanisms to enhance clean energy around the world. This is a very important meeting because for the first time, Clean Energy Ministerial and Mission Innovation will join together. So we'll have investment on research and policies and best practice together. And also we have, of course, our Energy Union and Climate that is focused on making energy more secure, affordable, and sustainable. And for the, I would say, maybe I would dare to say, for the first time, European Commission is committed to evaluate what's going on. So it's reporting on everything. We already have been some of this report. And more than that, it's reporting, monitoring, evaluating, and being able to correct whether needed. And we already saw this figure. We are in the right way, in Europe, and also in what regards the Renewable Energy Directive and the national renewable energy actions that are very much in line with the investments, resources on energy sources, on renewable energy sources. The Energy Union is focused on security, solidarity, and trust. Fully integrated energy market. We already heard about this. We really need to be very democratic in integrating all the sources. We have to optimize the mix of potential, either renewables or storage or CCS. We need to make them, or nuclear. We have to rely on all technologies so that we can reach the well below 2 degrees scenario. We have the climate action, and the other goal or topic is research, innovation, and competitiveness. We have in Europe committed on projects that really bring tangible benefits and that rely on key performance indicators, as, for instance, the Strategic Energy Technologies Information System, or also the recently launched handbook on constructing composite indicators. This is a common project of OCDE and Joint Research Center. So this is the right way to do things. We have a lot of initiatives around the world, and they are collaborating. So I think this is we are in the right way. Translate results into indicators. It's a very good way to monitorize and evaluate results and to see whether we are on track or not. We also have, of course, I could not leave behind the Horizon 2020, which is built on excellent science, industrial leadership, and social challenges. This is in what regards energy. Most of us have the chance to participate in the building of the program, and we have to say that really for the first time the program is completely built to put together the excellence, of course, but the social changes and the industrial needs to put our industry, European industry, in the forefront of world industry. And for energy, the SET plan promotes research and innovation efforts across Europe, but the philosophy behind it's the same. It promotes, but also evaluates. As I've told before, we have the SET plan, and we have the monetization of the SET plan initiatives using the SET plan Energy Technologies Information System. The SET plan was built on the steering group, European Technology and Innovation Platforms, the SETIs, but also on the European Energy Research Alliance. And I would not dare not to highlight this such important alliance. I would dare to say that I have no more time, but I'm just going to the end. I have to say that the success no longer depends on the secret, as in the past, but also on the capacity to share. And this European Energy Research Alliance that was built in 2007 and 2008 by 10 leading research and technology operators in Europe is now the network for research that includes together all relevant research institutions and universities around Europe to produce results in order, in the way Europe needs, backed and strategically oriented by the needs of industry, by the needs of the clean energy system, and evaluated, and with results evaluated, and putting together a lot of eliminating fragmentation and making the good use of the available money, aligning the different competencies and the different contributions of the different organizations of the different countries. So some other important alliances are there. I could not highlight the European Geological Survey because my institution is also, at this moment, is president of this important alliance. And I would say this is the group of geological surveys of Europe, but one of the main goals at this moment in geological surveys is to take the most of underground energy to contribute to the mixed energy. This is how the European Energy Research Alliance is organized around joint programs, coherent, and to deliver to the strategic energy technology plan to deliver to the energy union system. So I began by saying that we have a lot of challenges and some non-answered questions. Some of them were already tackled in the morning, but we really now we are in a moment where we can say we have good news. We have the technology that solves. We have digitalization, smart meters, batteries, electric mobility. And so the big task is to redesign the power market to reflect the new need for flexible supply and demand. So the markets should reward in the same way those that produce and those that use less energy. That's a way of good sense, a question that was raised in the International Energy Agency recently. Is technology that should shape policy or else? I think they should go side by side. So we should have efficient and robust pathway for smooth integration of variable renewable energy in the energy systems. We have to have security to run the system, but we have to do in an optimized way and match production with consumers' needs. We have to always value the system. And to do this, we have to have together either the policies made by governments and results from the community that has the research results and the innovation results. And that's the message I would like to leave with you and answer any questions if you want. And thank you very much for listening to me.